I hate to say I told you so, but I told you so. Remstar Says So is back, and Manny Pacquiao defeated Keith one-time Thurman to unify the WBA super and regular welterweight championship belts. All these videos are late as hell, but I'll be honest with you, I went to Amsterdam over the weekend. I got high as a kite. I basically shagged up my entire voice box and haven't really been able to speak properly due to excessive weed smoking over the 3 days, Friday to Sunday. I did watch the Pacquiao fight, and I have watched the fights that happen in the UK as well. So bear with me. I will be rolling out my videos and giving my 10 pence on what I believe happened and my take on everything. But let's get straight into this, because this is the video. This is my response to all you fans who came in my comments giving me hella stick. I'm going to be posting comments to each commenter individually, so you guys can all come in here and apologize and grovel at my feet. I was the one who said Keith Thurman was cashing out, and that is my most watched video to date, 3,000 and something views. Now, for a tiny channel that's only got about 49, 50 subscribers, to get 3,000 views and probably about 60 comments, that is insane. So thank you for the support, guys. And I just want to thank everybody who's been on that ride with Remstar Says So from the beginning. Started this thing, about 6 months ago, sometime in January or so. And, you know, I haven't been the most consistent, and I do apologize. I've been very busy, and, you know, work and life and all that sort of stuff does catch up. But I do try to make videos as and when. Manny Pacquiao, I said he was going to win this fight as soon as it got announced, and there was a lot of people trying to give me stick, trying to say that one-time Thurman was going to do him in, was going to knock him out, and I was like, hell to the no. Manny Pacquiao is a ring general. He is a living legend. He's an 8-weight world champion, and I think, if I'm right, he's lineal champion in 6 of those weights. Guys, I don't know how this video is going to come out, because I'm actually recording this in my kitchen, because my bedroom feels like next to the equator or something. It's so hot where I live at the moment, and it's just unbearable. So I guess the acoustics in my kitchen are going to be a lot different to what you guys are used to hearing when I make videos coming from my room. But, you know, such is life. I wanted to get this video out, but I wasn't going to melt to death in trying to get it done either. Manny Pacquiao, he started well. I mean, Keith Thurman, to me, won, one round? He was winning the first round. Keith Thurman started well. He was hitting Pacquiao with some good combinations. The left, right, a couple of uppercuts, so on and so forth. And he looked like he was really trying to apply pressure and come in there and show the world that Keith one-time Thurman is the man of the division, the former unified welterweight WBA super and WBC champion. But, you know, it was short-lived. I think he won the first 2 minutes, and then what happened was Manny Pacquiao sort of hit him with a nice flash knockdown. Bam! Keith Thurman hits the canvas. Now, I don't know if Keith Thurman has ever hit the canvas before in his career, but he looked shocked. He got up straight away, so I don't think it was like a huge power punch. I think it was more the fact that he was shocked that Keith Thurman believed in his own hype so much that he couldn't believe that Pacquiao put him down. He gets back up and Pacquiao takes over. From there, Pacquiao is just controlling the fight, round by round, hitting Keith Thurman, peppering him up with nice, beautiful right hands, left hooks. His jab was beautiful. Manny Pacquiao took the center stage, the center ring, and he controlled the fight, the complete cadence. Everything about that fight was all Pacquiao. He was dictating to Thurman what he could and couldn't do. And Keith Thurman, he just looked lost for wear. He could not believe that him, a former unified welterweight champion, was getting schooled so badly by Manny Pacquiao, who is a 40-year-old ring veteran. To me, it was always going to happen. And I think the writing on the wall for this fight as well came into play, because there was no VAR testing. Now, if you guys know Manny Pacquiao and you guys know the rumors about Manny Pacquiao, for years there's been talks about how Manny Pacquiao loves a bit of the old juice. Now, if there was no VADA testing for this fight, it's possible that Manny Pacquiao was juiced up to his eyeballs. Looking at Manny Pacquiao, he looked like he was in the shape of his life. Now, thinking about this, a 40-year-old man looking in that physical condition with that kind of engine and insisting on not having any sort of VADA testing. Now, I don't want to be liable to a lawsuit by Manny Pacquiao and his team, but it does look a little bit shady, if you ask me. Like, Manny Pacquiao, he looked almost perfect in that fight. He did not put a foot wrong at all. And Keith Thurman, he just couldn't get an eye in. Everybody knows that in America, juicing seems to be like a big problem where fighters just seem to be getting away with it. But the fact is, Manny Pacquiao, he's still one of the biggest draws in boxing. When you think about money makers, this guy's been fighting on pay-per-view consistently for years. When you think about the people who's actually bringing the money in, your Canelos, your Joshuas, now it's been revealed that Deontay Wilder's making a hefty check, and Manny Pacquiao's definitely up there as well, selling pay-per-views, franchise, selling out arenas, and Keith Thurman knew he had to roll the dice. Keith Thurman has probably never been paid like he has been paid for the Manny Pacquiao fight, and he thought to himself, fuck it, let him be juiced up. When they asked Keith Thurman in the build-up to this fight about not having VADA testing, Keith Thurman's response was, let Manny Pacquiao take whatever he wants, I'm going to knock him out. If you listen to Keith Thurman said that he put 3 bets on himself to knock out Pacquiao in the first, second, or 7th rounds. That did not happen. At no point did it look like Thurman was ever going to knock out Pacquiao. I think Pacquiao just looked really, he cruised this fight ridiculously. Now, the fight ended in a split decision, and to me, that is absolutely barbaric. Like, it doesn't make any sense. Now, one judge scored the fight to Keith Thurman. The other 2 judges scored it to Pacquiao. Now, what on earth that judge was doing, I don't know. Nah, it made no sense to me. I'm just pulled this one up, guys. So for this fight, Manny Pacquiao was guaranteed a purse of $10 million, and Keith Thurman with a career best purse of $2.5 million. And, you know, you can expect that these purses will double with pay-per-view sales globally. It was pay-per-view in the UK. It was pay-per-view in America. Probably pay-per-view back in the Philippines where Pacquiao's from. Manny Pacquiao, he's a big draw and he makes a shitload of money. And Al Heyman must have been rubbing his hands together. The only issue with this fight now is that Al Heyman has now lost the champion, because I do believe that the 2 WBA belts have now become one. But, you know, Al Heyman must have got a nice piece of money from both of these fighters within his PBC rank. It was a good fight, but Manny Pacquiao showed who the real king of the castle is, and I now believe he's ranked the #1 welterweight in the division. All you guys who was giving me gyps saying that Keith Thurman was going to win, please come in these comments now. I want to see your apologies. I told you so. I'm definitely a I told you so kind of guy. I said it was going to happen. And the fact is, I didn't even make any videos. When the whole VADA thing came out, I didn't make any videos, because one thing I didn't want is you guys to come in my comments and start saying, you know, he's only going to win because of this and that. At the end of the day, Keith Thurman signed on the dotted line. And I'm sure there must have been at least on the night drug testing, even if there wasn't any previous. Now, we all know that you can cycle steroids, so on and so forth, but I'm just going to give Manny Pacquiao the benefit of the doubt and say, you know what? The ring general, the veteran, the legend, schooled the younger, hungry lion. And the fact is, Keith Thurman's not even hungry at all. Since he unified the belt with Danny Garcia, he literally fought 2 bums, and then he fucked off for 2 years, and then he came back and he fought Josecito Lopez, and he really struggled with that one, and then he steps into a Pacquiao fight. Keith Thurman really should have, you know, had a few more fights, but, you know, there was a lot of pressure on him. People wanted him to fight Errol Spence, and he definitely didn't want that work, so he's cashed out. So we got a £2.5 million guarantee. He'll probably walk away with maybe 5 to 6 million total. And hopefully we'll never have to see Keith Thurman in a boxing ring again. Like, it's crazy because I said to one of my boys a couple of weeks ago, I said, just off merit and who he's fought, Keith Thurman is in my top 10 pound for pound list. Now I can swiftly remove him. The reason why I had him in there is because he's beaten the best. He's beaten Sean Porter. He's beaten Danny Garcia. His resume was amazing. He was calling for the Pacquiao fight from years ago. He was calling for the Mayweather fight from years ago, and he couldn't get the fight. He's finally fought a Pacquiao, 10 years his senior, way past his best, and he got absolutely schooled. To me, there's nothing left. I mean, maybe he could fight the winner of Danny Garcia versus Mikey Garcia, but what can I really say? Can I see Keith Thurman beat Sean Porter again? Possibly, but I expect Sean Porter to drop that belt to Errol Spence. Could I see Keith Thurman beat Terence Crawford? Hell no. Could I see Keith Thurman beating Errol Spence? Hell to the no. That's why he's been running for the fight for 3 years. So I don't really know what's left for this guy. Maybe he should go to China or Japan and fight some of those legacy fights like what Floyd Mayweather's been doing. Anyway, guys, I've sort of baffled on about this enough. Let me know your thoughts. What did you think of the fight? Is there anybody out there who actually thought that Keith Thurman won this? Or are you all in agreement that Pacquiao cruised to victory? Let me know your thoughts. Hit like, leave me a comment, share this video, press subscribe. That's the end of the show because Rem Star says so.